I'll never slow up, no I don't take I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Hello everybody. From the title you can see what this is about. I gotta use certain words in here so YouTube don't take the video down. So I'm going to use grape instead of the R word. Anyway, it doesn't happen. You know, if you watch movies and stuff, you'd think it happens all the time. But it doesn't. At least not in Missouri. And from what I've seen videos on the other states and stuff, it's not that, it's kind of frowned upon in other states, you know, like California and places. It does happen though. And I remember not being at Missouri State Penitentiary very long and coming back from chow, and this guy had taken 2 sheets, tied them together, went to the top rail, and well, you guys know the rest. Got his neck stretched, and I saw it as I was coming in, you know. I thought, oh man, you know, I was just shocked, you know. I hadn't been in prison very long, and people were talking bad about him. Oh man, heck with that, oh, you know, he's a punk, man, he's a snitch, he's a rat, man. And so I found out later that his cell got robbed and his canteen got taken. So he went and told, and that's why I was done with it. And that's the reason most things like that happen in Missouri prisons, is because somebody owes a debt, somebody snitches, things like that, you know. Sure, there's people that are trying to turn people out when they come in, new people coming in, you know. And if the person is intimidated, it works, you know. But if you stand up for yourself, that's going to be the end of it, you know. Everybody bleeds. That's the old saying, you know. It doesn't matter how small, how big, you know, just put up a fight, you know. That is one case I know of. I know another time in Potosi, and this is real bad because I was in the hole, and they brought this guy in from Pacific, Missouri. Pacific, it was a low-level camp at the time. I'm not sure what it is now. But he came there on accumulation. Accumulation is, if you get 12 or more write-ups, they raise your level. You know, up your custody level. And that's what happened to him. He had more than 12 write-ups in a year, and they raised his custody level and sent him to Potosi. And when you do Potosi, you go to Potosi, you go straight to the hole, and you do like 9 months or so. But they put him in a cell, and he was a young black guy. Put him in the cell with this other black guy, older black guy, and when they put him in there, the guy that was already in there tells the COs, don't put him in here. And every time they'd go by, he'd say, get him out of here. And the other guy was at the door too, saying, I can't be in this cell, get me out of here. And they're saying, we're busy right now, we'll do it later. In the middle of the night, I got woke up. Now this happened right above me. I was in the hole at the time it happened, right above me. And maybe 1 or 2 cells over. And they had people from outside the prison there and everything, and they was calling us into, they'd take us out of the cell and take us in the office and ask if we knew what happened. When they called me back there, they said, do you know what happened? I said, no, I was asleep. I woke up with you guys all coming in here, you know. I said, I don't know what's going on. So they told me what was going on. And the guy was violated and deleted. And he didn't have very much time. He was only in Potosi, a punishment prison, because he had accumulation of write-ups. You always see in movies and stuff that happening in showers, and I've watched videos where people have said it has happened in showers. I don't know in Missouri if it happened in any of the showers. I'm sure it has. I just don't know of any case of, you know, like it seems like in Missouri, at least, when those things happen, they happen either in the cell or like in some blind spot at a workplace or something, like in the kitchen, you know, somewhere back where nobody can see or anything, or the food, you know, the food service warehouse, the regular warehouse, you know, places where there's no cameras and stuff, and people, COs can't see very well. And usually when it happens in blind spots outside the cell, it's more than one doing it. But I just want to let it be known that this doesn't happen very often. And it's not a common everyday thing, you know. I had somebody ask me, says, hey man, is that all they do every day? Everybody just doing each other in prison? No. Excuse me. No, that's not the way it is at all. Now, you hear those stories coming out of Alabama. My goodness. It's bad, you know. That seems to be pretty what a lot of people think about when they think about prison and that type of thing going on. They think like what's going on in Alabama. Now after I got out, just about a year or so ago, maybe 2 years, not quite 2 years ago, a friend of mine called me and he's telling me about this guy we both knew. And this was a stand-up guy. And you know, he'd fight when he had to. But he told me that he went to the hole and his cellie down there did him bad, you know. I said, man, are you sure, man? I can't see him letting that happen. He goes, I said, because it's just his cellie, you know. He goes, well, that's what they're saying happened. And he said they brought him out of the hole, and he said he's not the same. You know, he's not eating right, and he's mentally off and everything, you know. And so I find it hard to believe, but I mean, it's very possible that that could happen, and that just goes to show that it could happen to anybody, you know. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys this story, you know, a couple little stories there, and I don't know, there might have been one case in Farmington too. I know people was talking about this guy a lot, but you know, there's a lot of rumors that go around in prison. Sometimes they're true and sometimes they're just made up, you know. And this one, I've heard people saying that, oh, they're just making this up about this guy. Others saying it really happened. So I don't know. But either way, that's all I got for you today. I thank you for watching.